Hi, my name is Pastor Brad, and I am the assistant pastor just come on staff at Grace Church. So how I came to faith is I was raised by loving parents, and my parents unquestionably loved me, and they taught me to pray, and they professed faith in Christ, but as far as going to church or reading the Bible, we never did that. So I would say that there was a loving home, but it wasn't what I would call a Christian home. And when I was growing up, I was a musician, and I loved music more than anything. It's where I found that I was gifted. But as I grew older, I realized that I couldn't really likely make a living as a musician, so I took a degree in business in college. But I continued to play my instruments and continued to follow music. And after college, I was taking voice lessons from a teacher, and he called me one day and he said, "There's a church down the street that wants to hire a singer. Are you interested in a paying singing job?" And I was interested in a paying singing job. So I went to the church, I auditioned, and they said, "You're not exactly what we had in mind," but because I could sing, because I was a good musician, they hired me to sing in the choir and help kind of lead it was a big choir, so I helped lead the bass section, and I sang some solos. But after about a year of listening to the preaching, after a year of singing hymns of the faith, after a year of learning gospel teaching anthems and the discipleship of the men in the back row of the bass section and Thursday night devotions and 3 sermons on a Sunday, I gave my life to Christ in that church. I was baptized in that church at age 24. And since that time, I've grown and become more involved in music ministry, and then gradually into pastoral ministry with music alongside. And now it's a lot more pastoral ministry and just a little bit of music here and there. So the Lord grabbed me with the hook of music. He knew I loved music. He used it to draw me to Himself. And I thank God for that church that took a chance on me. I thank God for the people that reached out to me. And I want to do the same for other people. I want to draw them in like the Lord drew me in, using whatever means necessary. Like Paul says, I will become all things to all people that I might win some. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
I think it's a good Jesus story. You know, he gets all the credit, and I think the church that hired me did the right thing, and I think, you know, I served them well for a long time, but I am just so grateful that they weren't looking for just the perfect Christian, because I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't that. I was a man who needed Jesus, and they got me into church. So I believe whatever you can do to get somebody into church, if they're going to hear the gospel, God can get a hold of them. So faith comes by hearing, hearing by the word of Christ. I heard the word of Christ. I came to faith. I heard it, I believe it, and I want to do the same. That's my story.
Love it. I know I said that was the last serious question. You have one more.
What if I don't take you seriously?
I mean, you don't have to. Most people don't.